We're getting in these pictures of the Prime Minister, in fact, who's leaving. And remember, this is a visit to the UAE. Also, he will be meeting the Prime Minister, the Vice President and the Defence Minister of the UAE. Later in the day, he will attend the Ahlan Modi event in Abu Dhabi and will address the Indian diaspora. On the 14th of February, which is tomorrow, he will inaugurate the much talked about Bab's Mandir in Abu Dhabi. This will be the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi and is the largest Hindu temple in the Middle East. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan donated 13.5 acres of land in 2015 to construct the mandir. Pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Delhi airport, and he is leaving for the UAE. He is the first Indian Prime Minister after Indira Gandhi to visit the UAE in 2015. After over 3 decades, since then he has visited UAE 6 times, and this is his 7th visit. In 2019, he was even awarded with UAE's highest award, Order of Zayed. Prime Minister Modi is leaving for the UAE. His visit, 2-day visit to the UAE begins today. Getting in details of the Prime Minister holding bilateral meetings with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the UAE. He is going to be, in fact, anticipated to take part in the World Government Summit 2024. Also, he is going to be in Abu Dhabi, where he is going to be inaugurating the Hindu temple and engage in official meetings as well. This is the 7th visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the UAE since 2015, the 3rd in the last 8 months. The Prime Minister will also be proceeding to Doha, Qatar, after his 2-day visit to the UAE. Tomorrow is the inauguration of the much talked about Bab's Mandir. The visit, of course, to Doha is after the 14th of February. In fact, this comes in the backdrop of the release of the 8 Indian Navy officers who had been imprisoned in Qatar since August 2022. Getting you all the details of the Prime Minister's agenda. Bilateral talks with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the UAE. The leaders will discuss ways to further deepen, expand and strengthen the strategic partnership between the countries. Akshita is in fact getting us more details on that big story. Akshita right now is in Abu Dhabi and waiting for the Prime Minister's visit to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. But Akshita, today is important from the point of view of key bilaterals. Just give us a sense of the itinerary of the Prime Minister. He's there in the UAE for 2 days. Akshita.
That's right, Sneha. And the Prime Minister has also penned a departure note that gives you a sense of why this visit to the UAE is truly historic. It's the 7th visit. In 2015, of course, the Prime Minister had ensured that he made it his mission to better ties with the UAE. And that was clear in the fact that after 34 years, you had him being the first Prime Minister to actually come down to UAE back in 2015. From then to now, we've seen a transformational change in really the relationship between India and the UAE. The Prime Minister has often referred to the United Arab Emirates as his second home. So he's going to come down here, and about 2:30, there's going to be a grand welcome for him by the Indian diaspora when he makes his way to the hotel that he's staying in. That's the St. Regis Hotel, which is in the heart of Abu Dhabi. Now, after that, there will also be the crucial sit-downs, the bilaterals that you made a mention of with Mohammed bin Zayed, where there's going to be a lot of discussion on economic ties, considering that we've already seen that breakthrough in 2022 with the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or for that matter, the fact that UAE right now is the 4th largest investor in India, a crucial oil supplier for India. There is going to be a lot of conversation on economic ties as well. So that's a bilateral to watch out for. Besides that, you'll also have the Prime Minister, as confirmed right now, that he will be visiting the IIT Delhi campus here in Abu Dhabi. So that will be a very, very interesting outreach, where he's going to be interacting also with several students, with several youngsters, which usually is one of the highlights of the Prime Minister's trips overseas every single time, because he makes it a point to kind of connect with the Indian youth in particular. And then, of course, we'll have the mega event with the Indian diaspora, while you'll see a glimpse of that when, in fact, he'll be welcomed at St. Regis. The mega event will be happening later today.
Akshita Nandgopal getting us the very latest as far as the Prime Minister's 2-day visit to the UAE is concerned, of course, after which he heads to Qatar.